Hello friends, welcome to the fantastic world of stories and why we tell them from Culture Katha. On the occasion of Women's Day, we have a special guest, Manini Singh, who is going to share with us some lesser known stories about Mandodari, Ravana's wife, from her book Mandodari, the Queen of Lanka. Manini is a mythologist by passion and writer by profession. She has a bachelor's degree in English literature and she has also completed her postgraduate diploma in comparative mythology from the University of Mumbai. Mandodari, Queen of Lanka, her debut book published by Penguin, is a fictional retelling of Ramayana from the eyes of Mandodari. Valmiki's Mandodari, as we all know, was a pious woman and a devoted wife. Her righteous behavior and loyalty to her husband earned her a place among the Panchakanyas, or the 5 holy virgins, along with Sita, Ahalya, Draupadi and Tara, all of whom were held up as role models for women of ancient India. But some Hindu and Jain versions of the Ramayana and a few Puranic accounts narrate very different stories about Mandodari, not found in Valmiki's Ramayana. These stories paint a more realistic picture of Mandodari, where she is a real woman with all her strengths and failings. Manini is going to share with us some of those stories drawn from Sangadasa's Jain version of the Ramayana, the Adbhuta Ramayana from Bengal, and from Hindu and Jain Puranas, including the Devi Bhagavata Purana. Come, let's listen in to Manini's stories now.
Hello everyone, my name is Manini and I have some lesser known tales of one of the most fascinating characters of Ramayana and the protagonist of my novel, Mandodari, Queen of Lanka. Mandodari's story begins as Madhura, a celestial nymph or an apsara who lost her divine beauty and was cursed by goddess Parvati to turn into an ugly frog. The story goes this way. Once Madhura, who is an apsara, wanted to appease Shiva. And while Shiva is meditating, she adorns herself, she presents herself, and she starts serving Shiva. Now, Shiva is stirred by Madhura's presence, and somehow he makes love to her. This happened when Parvati is not present, and then she turns up. She notices that there are traces of ash on Madhura's breast, and enraged, she curses Madhura to turn into a frog. Of course, then Madhura begs for forgiveness, she appeals for forgiveness, and Shiva consoles her. Shiva also blesses her that she will turn into a beautiful woman after 12 years and she will marry one of his disciples, or she would marry a noble king who would be a devotee to Shiva. After this, she's thrown into the well, or maybe she dwells in the well as a punishment for 12 years. Now, what happens next is Mayasura, the famous celestial architect, and his wife Hema were performing penance in the same forest. Now, they happen to hear this voice calling out for assistance or calling out for help, and they rescue this child. They name her Mandodari. Now, Mandodari's birthplace is believed to be Mandor, a small town near Jodhpur in Rajasthan. Locals even have a temple dedicated to Ravan, and some even consider him as a son in law. How cool is that? According to some versions of Ramayana, Mandodari is the mother of Sita, though this isn't covered in the mainstream Valmiki or Tulsidas Ramayana. But if you read or if you come across a few Jain versions or Bengali versions, then Mandodari is the mother of Sita. As per one of the Puranas, Ravan, when he expressed his desire to marry Mandodari, then Mayasura warns him that their firstborn could be the reason of Ravana's destruction or for the destruction of his clan. Now, according to this version of the story, ignoring Mayasura's advice, Ravan then buries his firstborn from Mandodari in a casket, and he buries it near Janaka's city, which is where Sita is found. Jain adaptations of Ramayana state that Sita is the daughter of Ravana and Mandodari and is abandoned when she is predicted to be the cause of the end of Ravana and his family. After the death of Ravan, Mandodari then marries his younger brother, Vibhishan, and rules next to him for years. So there you have it. Five unknown tales about Mandodari that showcase her incredible journey from being a cursed Apsara to the Queen of Lanka. Keep reading, keep learning, and happy Women's Day.
Friends, hope you enjoyed listening to these stories. I'll meet you soon with many more. Till then, it's Tata bye bye, take care. And a big shout out to all the braveheart women out there who, like Mandodari, are unapologetic and face life's odds with courage and conviction. Happy Women's Day to each and every one of you.